Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Speak Up for Blue TV, where you get the good, the bad, and the ugly of ocean news happening around the world today, and you also get my take on it. And I'm Andrew Lewin, founder of SpeakUpForBlue.com, a website dedicated to supporting the ocean conservation movement through education, awareness, and action. Welcome to a special edition. It is the Saturday show. Yes, I have no life. I'm still doing these things on Saturday. But it is the Saturday show because I want to leave you guys with something on the weekend for you guys to look at and educate yourselves and make yourselves aware. And I've got this kind of a cool story that I found a couple weeks ago. And it has to do with James Cameron and the deep sea. And James Cameron actually set a record for the deepest solo dive in a submersible last week. He set the record on Tuesday off the coast of Papua New Guinea, where he dove down 5.1 miles below the ocean surface. And it's actually the record, setting journey was just a test run. Yes, I said that. It was just a test run. He just went down 5.1 miles. He set a record, but he wants to go deeper because he plans in a couple weeks to take a trip to the Mariana Trench. Now, the Mariana Trench is located in the Pacific Ocean, just south of Japan, off the coast of China, and it's approximately 6.8 miles deep, and it stretches about 1,500 miles. And nobody has really gone down, of course, that far, that deep, and they've never really, seen firsthand what is down at the Mariana Trench, only through video. Now, Cameron really got into exploring since when he did his documentary on the Titanic. The documentary where he actually looked at the wreckage of the Titanic and examined all the artifacts and everything like that. And the Titanic is actually, at a depth of about 2.5 miles below the surface. So, he became an expert because he was forced to do this research on how to actually get down that deep. And now, James Cameron's an expert. And he's such an expert in this kind of technology that when the BP oil spill happened in the Gulf of Mexico, the blowout happened in the Gulf of Mexico that caused such devastating damage, he was actually contacted by the U.S. government and other authorities to come in as an expert to find out how they can get deep down to that blowout spot where they can try and fix it and what kind of technology was used, and James Cameron lent his expertise in that fashion. So I thought that was really cool, and I love the fact that James Cameron, this superstar Hollywood elite director, he holds clout with so many people around the world because of his movies and his passion for the ocean, and he comes out and he does this for the general public. He comes out in the general public and starts saying, hey, we're going to look deeper into these oceans because it's important to us to do so. And I think it's really important when people who have such a huge stature in the public come out and say this kind of stuff, because it really resonates with the public. People in the public will be like, hey, James Cameron's actually, into ocean conservation. Me personally, I think that's really cool. I think a lot of other people think it's really cool too. When other, I know Kate Walsh has come out, Adrian Grenier has come out with Oceana and started talking about ocean conservation. Michael J. Fox in his book talks about a riveting experience with swimming with sea turtles. And these Hollywood elite kind of come out and they hold, people look up to the Hollywood people, and they're starting to say, hey, this guy cares about the ocean, maybe I should too. So I really think it's important. I also think it's important that Cameron's pushing the limits to go on how deep humans can go down. I think that's really, really cool, a really awesome thing to do. I mean, we don't know about 99% of what's going on in the ocean. We only know less than 1% of what's going on in the ocean. And since most of the ocean is so deep, we can finally figure out what's going on below. And if we're having any kind of effect below, hopefully we don't, and hopefully as we discover the deep, we won't have an effect on it. We'll learn from our mistakes at the ocean surface as we clean up the ocean surface, and then we get down to the deep and we start to know more about the deep as we can penetrate further. We can start seeing what really makes the ocean tick and what we can really see. So I leave you with the question of the day. Do you think Hollywood stars, these Hollywood elites and directors, help the ocean conservation movement? Do they help it, or do they hinder it somehow? Let me know in the comments below. And of course, if you want to see any of our last episodes, click up here and click the annotation here to subscribe. Click the annotation below to see any kind of video we've ever done at our YouTube channel. And of course, share as much as possible. There's going to be links in the description to the website and other links that we found where the story was told, or where the story was at first written. Let's get everybody aware of what's happening in the ocean. Let's tell everybody that we're actually getting deeper and deeper, and we're going to explore the Mariana Trench, which really is cool. And with somebody's eyes, for firsthand knowledge and firsthand sight. So I think that's really cool. So share, please, with your family, your friends, and your social networks. And I will see you next week. I hope you have a great rest of the weekend. My name is Andrew Lewin. Happy conservation. See you next week.